Here are 3 things you can do today to make your life better by this time next year. The first thing you want to make sure you know how to do is how to eat alone. Now you say, well, Barbara, I eat alone all the time. I don't need somebody to go with me to a restaurant. No, what I'm talking about is learning how to celebrate yourself by yourself. Let's say you win the lotto. Most people would be very excited, very happy. You want to share that with everyone that you know. You want to tell them, hey, I just won the lotto. Let's go out to eat. Well, a lot of people will join you and celebrate with you, but that doesn't mean they really want to be there. One of the things I've learned is that people will take anything that's free. You'll have people who show up to your celebration just because they don't have anything better to do. It doesn't mean they want to be there. It doesn't mean they care about you. It doesn't mean they want to celebrate with you. In fact, you might even invite envy. So when you learn to celebrate yourself, when you learn to enjoy whatever blessing God has given you, you expose yourself to a different level of appreciation. You learn to be more grateful versus waiting for an opportunity to celebrate and show people how good you got it. I hope that makes sense. The second thing is learning to cry alone. Now you say, well, Barbara, I always cry alone, right? No, what I'm talking about, if something bad happens to you, you don't need to broadcast it. You don't need to tell the world how horrible life has been to you, because there's always 2 sides to a story. There was a woman I was watching on TikTok yesterday, and she talked about how a friend of hers did not show up to her birthday celebration. But she made a comment, and she said how she took the girl in like a sister. And I'm like, took her in? She wasn't a charity case. The way she made it sound is as if she was doing the girl a favor. And I'm like, she's a grown woman. I'm pretty sure, you weren't doing her a favor. And even if you were, why are you telling the whole internet what you did for her? So I've learned that certain people only celebrate with you when it's convenient for them, but also certain people will only show up so that they can fix you. When bad things are happening to you, that's when they will show up. I call those people funeral attenders. They only show up when bad things are happening for you, when they can help you feel better or they feel superior to you so they can take you in. It's like, this is another human being. What do you mean taking it? It's not a lost, sick puppy, but that's how some people will view you. So when you constantly calling people and complaining about how sad your life is, they feel better about themselves. I know a lady that, I don't know what her marriage situation was, but whenever I started talking about how being single, that's when it seemed like she got joy out of it, because her life was miserable based on what it sounded like, what she was telling me. But my life was worse off than hers. And that's how some people are. They looking to see, are you worse off than me, so I can feel better about myself, so I can fix you and ignore my own problems. But when you learn to cry by yourself and you learn to be there for yourself, you become stronger. Okay, I'm telling you, you get over things so quickly. And also the Bible says that weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. So when you have people around you who are constantly reminding you of your shortfalls and your downfalls and how hard life is, it's hard to look forward to the joy that's coming. And there's always going to be a joy. Okay, the last thing is learning to enjoy your own company. And this was an area that I didn't even realize that I was struggling with. One of the things I would always do every weekend, I always felt like I needed to get a drink. But it was really because I didn't want to spend time with myself. So I was escaping with alcohol. And if it wasn't alcohol, it was caffeine. If it wasn't caffeine, it was internet. Something was always taking my attention. So that way I wouldn't spend time with myself. And then I started asking myself, like, why don't you want to spend time with yourself? You're an amazing person. Why? But subconsciously, I did not believe that. So once I started to spend time by myself, my patience with people became shorter, because now I'm like, I'd rather go be by myself. Why am I going to sit here and deal with you and be unhappy when I could just go be by myself? And so now I enjoy my company so much more. And it's not about, okay, well, do you have anyone that you can hang out with? It's more so, do you have anyone you want to hang out with? Because if your time by yourself is much better, then why would you waste it with someone else? So I had to learn, you need to learn how to eat alone, learn how to cry alone, and learn how to be alone. If you can master those 3 things, I'm telling you, you're going to be a better person emotionally. Your confidence is going to be better, and you're going to show up differently. When I go out, people want me to be around. And I'm like, no, I want to go home now. I want to go home now. I want to go be by myself, because I enjoy my own company so much. Okay. Thank you for watching for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.